overtime. Ardmore first possession. Here's Reed. Pass underneath to Jones. Kick it back out. Brown over to Dion Brown for three. Clackles! Dion Brown puts it down. It's a 12-0 run for the Tigers, and they lead by 3.
Wow, that's 3 straight playoff games for Ardmore that have been insane. The Southeast game, El Reno game, and now this one.
Here's Artez Young left side. In the corner, Williams trying to tie it up. Clackam's right back. What a shot by Brian Williams, just a sophomore, stepping up to the plate.
Ice in his veins there, but he was left open.
Big time. Here's Brown guarded by Young. Feeds off to Scott. Driving the lane. That's a travel for sure. Good call. Looked like he jumped to me. You in agreement there?
Yeah, so just a good play by Caleb Crosby to close that gap there. It's good for Midwest City. They can bring Caleb Crosby off the bench. I mean, he started this game, but he wasn't finishing. You can bring him in for Kayvon Hudson, and he'll still do some things for you.
Under 3 minutes. Feels like I'm screaming. It's so loud in here at Jaguar Arena. Sebock in the corner. Williams, can he make it 2 in a row? No. Boy, it was right on line. He lets it short. Sebock rips it away and puts it in. My goodness, what a player Jacobi Sebock is. Puts that one home. Bombers back in front by 2.
God tried to defend Ardmore without fouling. Ardmore's probably going to have one hard attack to the basket here. Just try to do it without fouling there. Good defense by Young.
Brown from the line didn't go way high off the glass. Big advantage here for Ardmore in the final 2:20. They're in the double bonus. Midwest City's just in the regular bonus. But obviously no whistles yet. Sebock driving. Kick out. Artez Young for 3. Left it a little short. Sebock again. Puts it in. He's a menace. 4-point lead for the Bombers. Long pass ahead to Reed. Block shot. He's everywhere.
Oh my God, Jacobi Sebock, are you serious? That might be better than any of his dunks. I'm serious, that might be his best highlight this game, and that's saying something because he has been tremendous.
Unbelievable steal, rebound, and block in about 30 seconds. Ball is loose. Scott and Williams get tied up. Good timeout here by Coach Jesse for Ardmore.
Scott swiped it at just the right time away from Williams so they could call that timeout, and that goes back to Midwest City. They get a 4-point lead. They have the ball. They have 7 unanswered points. But again, no team can separate for very long. And that was a turnover. They got to avoid turnovers.
So we got 1:40 to go. It's 57-53. This is one of the crazier games that I've been a part of. Back and forth, and now here we are again after Ardmore went on a 12-0 run spanning from the end of regulation to the beginning of the overtime. Midwest City has come back with a 7-0 run of their own. And now with 1:40 to go, can the Bombers learn from their mistakes in the regulation?
Yeah,
take care of the ball and try to finish this off.
Here's the deal. They'll have the ball in the lead unless Ardmore gets a 4-point play, which I wouldn't put past them.
No kidding.
So it's so important, Midwest City, yes, defense, but again, I think that the reason they collapsed at the end of the regulation was offense. They cannot have wasted possessions, and they mainly cannot have turnovers. They've got to protect the basketball. Ardmore, they need something to the basket here. They tried to get that last time, of course, and Sebock blocked the shot, but the possession before, instead of getting all the way to the basket, they had a pull-up jumper that just didn't look right. They can't have those type of possessions on offense.
Here is Brown with it. This is Jordan Brown. Over to Scott. 90 seconds to play in the overtime at Jaguar Arena. Guarded by Williams. Crossover move and drive. Kick off to Pickens. The sophomore driving, feeds it back out to Reed. It's still loose. It's a turnover. Big one forced there. Kyle Jesse, head coach of Ardmore, kind of just sags his shoulders a bit. That's a tough one for the Tigers. 1:08 to go. Here's Mobley driving. He dished it off to Crosby with the slam. Great pass by Mobley. Finds Crosby. 9-0 run for the Bombers.
Mobley's my biggest question mark of the 5 players out there for Midwest City because he has the least amount of playing time of the 5, but he made a very poised play right there.
Deep shot from Brown didn't go. Rebound is loose. Sebock able to save it. Of course he makes the big play again. Young has his pocket picked though. Brown, step back 3. Back iron, no. Long rebound out to Williams. Midwest City, just 30 seconds to go, are in the driver's seat here. Ardmore's got to do something. You got to hoped to force a turnover or foul. Didn't call it there. That looked like a foul to me. Williams will hand it off to Mobley. 20 seconds. Mobley, and now he's finally fouled. Reed kind of got him a little hard there. He had good sportsmanship to help him up.
I don't know why Ardmore waited so long.
I don't know either. That was.
I mean, you're going to force 1-and-1s here. You're going to have 3. That's chances to get stops without any points. But they don't have enough time to wait. That was under 20 seconds. Yeah, Ardmore can make up a 6-point lead in 20 seconds.
I mean, Midwest City got that basketball it's about 35 seconds. And they kind of just dribbled it around and milked the clock, which is great. That's what you want to do if you're the Bombers. But I was surprised to not see the Tigers pounce on a foul a little bit quicker there.
I think they lost they made a mistake there without a doubt. And, so we'll see Amos Mobley to the free throw line. I don't know if he's actually even scored this game. So, again, not to pick on him, but he's the one player of the 5 out there who has the least amount of playing time this year. Normally you would see Ronnie Thomas in this situation, and I don't know what the situation is with him for this game. But anyway, it's Mobley who's finishing. Mobley has tremendous shooting ability. He just hasn't been able to translate that much into games. But he made a very poised pass. And Midwest City setting up for an inbounds, but that should be free throws.
Yeah, it should be a 1-and-1, right?
Or maybe Midwest City called a timeout.
Yeah,
nope.
I did notice that.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah, it must have been because the board still reads 6 fouls here, which is what they had.
Right, and it reads now 1 timeout for Midwest City. They had 2. They were given that for overtime. So that is a timeout by Midwest City.
There's a chance for a turnover for Ardmore, and they don't capitalize. Williams able to get loose in the backcourt, and now they will foul. So more time. That worked out good for Midwest City. You just on 3 seconds. And so Williams will head to the line. So 1-and-1. So you got to make the front end. So really, really, really put it away. But it's there for the Bombers. They control whether or not they finish this game off. They can just make the free throws.
So Williams, I'm going to talk about him. He's a sophomore, and he's gotten a lot of playing time this year. You can see why.
Big
and
free throw.
Coach McMullen just loves him because he feels like he's such a poised, solid player that he's a better decision maker than some of the junior guards, at least at this point. And Williams has played a tremendously in-control game. That three-point shot he hit in overtime was huge.
It seemed to kind of settle things down a little bit for Midwest City in a big way. Didn't make the second, but he makes the first, which is what you really had to do. 10 seconds left. In the corner, Reed will fire up a 3-ball. Won't go. Sebock the rebound. And the Midwest City Bombers.
How about that? They look dead.
They can't hang on to a 9-point lead with just 2 minutes to go, but they rallied to hang on in the overtime and are going back to the state tournament.
By the way, this reminds me of a game we had last year when they played Muskogee. Very similar circumstances here, but credit the Bombers for bouncing back. They had to feel demoralized, like they're about to lose this
100%.
game, and then they played a very strong overtime. All right, going to go down and interview Coach McMullen.
Yeah, you do that. We'll take a timeout here, and then we'll come back, and Jordan will talk to head coach Corky McMullen.